Buenos dias, amigos. So I'm in San Jose de Garcia. I'm in a mechanical shop. You see, nice little shop. These amigos helped me out yesterday. So, like with the bikes, I've got problems with the car. Um, nothing major. Just had an appointment with one mechanic yesterday morning, so I drove all the way out there, and he didn't show. So, and the people there acted like they didn't know me, right? So, I went to another shop in town, and the Bandejo changed my wheel bearings and informed me that I needed the whole hub. So he didn't actually try to translate that or explain to me more. So there's a lot of parts in the front end. So I didn't, like, is it ball joints? Is it my lug nuts are fucked? I didn't understand. And he didn't seem to give a fuck. So he sent me on my way to San Jose, here where I am, to buy a part that I didn't know what I was buying. So I got there, and I asked him before I got there, can you call and make arrangements? Because my Spaniel sucks. You know, it's my first time in Mexico. I knew like 10 fucking words when I came here. So this Bandejo wouldn't call, right? And I bought stuff off him. I bought clutch fluid for the Jeep off him. He gave me a gas cap. He seemed like a good guy, you know? And I don't know what happened, but he wouldn't help me communicate to get the proper part that I needed. And it seemed like he didn't want nothing to fucking do with me after he fixed my wheel bearings, right? So there was miscommunication. Like at first I thought he said, I don't need wheel bearings, I just need this part, and confusion and translation issues. So I got the wheel bearings put in, both sides. They're inner and outer wheel bearings on these cars. And so I went on my way to pick up a phantom part. I had no clue what I was buying. And I hoped that they would communicate with, and I was not thinking, I was like baffled. When I left, I should have took a picture of the business that I was at to give to the parts people. Mechanics. It's the main parts store. It's like a parts source for auto parts here. So I get to the parts place and they don't have a fucking clue what I want, right? So they had an English guy call me, and I'm trying to explain to him, well, is there any way we can talk to this mechanic? Do you know this guy? And they couldn't. They sort of knew where he was, but I said, no, never mind. I'll go all the way back to fucking Mazamitla from San Jose. It's not too far. It's like 10 miles, a 15, 20-minute drive. And get the Bandejo mechanic to fucking write down what the part I need. I knew what it was. I was pretty sure, but I wasn't sure. And this part is like not cheap. It's like 1,000 pesos, right? So, you know, the confusion continued. So I fucking get back to Mazamitla trying to explain, like, write down the fucking part I need. So he wrote it down and said, the hub that I need won't work because my Volkswagen, the hubs, the axles have been modified. They've been increased in size, right? Which was a fucking lie, right? And the Bandejo didn't tighten my fucking passenger front wheel. The mechanic here that I'm at now told me that my fucking wheel could have fell off. Is the guy trying to fucking kill me or what? Like, who does that? Any licensed mechanic they don't make mistakes like that to try to fucking, you know, they don't make mistakes like that, guys. Not tightening wheel lugs, okay? He looked at me like I was the dog shit on his shoe when I returned, too. Like, I can tell the attitude. I feel vibes from people, right? He's the fucking gringo, you know? Fucking gringos, you know? No respect, you know? So I will not return. I went to him today again to ask, because yesterday when I came here, they were rushing to work on other customers, so they were gracious enough to get me in, to get me moving. But to get the brake drums off, he had to loosen the brake adjusters. They're like dials, right, on each side of the I forget what they're called, but old, you know, anyone that knows Volkswagens, old cars, you know that they're manual adjusters on the brakes. So to get the shoe off or the whatever, he had to loosen them because he couldn't get it off, right? And then behind that is your axle hub assembly, which your bearings and races all ride in that axle hub. And mine was fucked. And the guy I bought the car off, he told me it was good, you know, and it's not good. Very dangerous. So I'm fixing both sides. I'm replacing both wheel bearings, both hubs, and to be safe, because I may take this car back to Canada if I can swing it, right? Hopefully. So that's a whole nother story. I tried to register the car and it's not easy, right? As a tourist, a visitor, it's very difficult. So I'm lucky I've met people that are helping me out, right? Like Abraham, thank you so much, brother, for doing this for me. I'm putting the car in my amigo's name so I can transport it to Canada and change the name when I hit the Canada Customs. So it's a classic. So the cars, anything under 15 years or older than 15 years is exempt from the online vehicle registration system, which is like 350 American dollars. So it's only going to cost me like 100, 150 at the most at the border. I can do it at the border because it's exempt from this registration system they have. RIV it's called, if you look it up, if you're considering doing what I'm doing. Registry in something vehicles, right? I forget the name of it. But yeah, so that bendejo sent me on my way with a loose wheel that could have killed, definitely. If that come off, I wouldn't be sitting here. So, and these guys sent me home with no brakes, basically, because they rushed and, you know, they had other things and they squeezed me in, you know. But they're gracious enough to get me back in to do the other wheel hub, which I had to order yesterday, and emergency brake cables, right? There's no emergency brake on this, no handbrake. So, wow, what a couple days, guys. Like, there's challenges, you know. When you come to foreign countries, there's lots of challenges, right? And overcoming these challenges, you know, I have to keep my composure, like, because, you know, word travels, right? But, like, I'm reluctant to even, you know, put this video out to criticize the bendejo that fucking didn't tighten my wheel nuts. And, again, today he treated me like dog shit on his shoe, right? So he couldn't even help me out to get my brakes fixed enough to drive here. So all morning I'm thinking I'm late for my appointment here because I had to plan a route, because I live on a mountain kind of hill. I had to go plan a route, the safest route down the hill with no brakes. You see, it wasn't fun. So it was kind of stressful, but I made it here. I just used the gears, first gear just crawls, eh? So come to an intersection, just pray there's nobody coming, right? So I got lucky. But wow, you know, between no brakes and my wheel almost falling off, it's been quite an adventure the past 2 days, I'll tell you. So I'm just this close to getting the bug roadworthy to travel and make some good videos for you guys. The drone video I just released was phenomenal. So I'm getting the hang of that, you know, learning how to use it and really digging it. I gotta pick up some more batteries because the drone batteries only last like 20 minutes in the air when you're recording. So they have a Flying More kit. It's a DJI drone, which seemed to be the most popular. Music Realm has a DJI. I'm not sure what Happy Joy is using. Probably a DJI. Hope you're doing all right, Happy. I haven't heard from you in a while, lad. So yeah, there's been some great videos coming out from you guys. Banner especially, you know, good community there, guys. So go check out David Banner, the Hulk. And yeah, you guys are killing it. Leo, all you guys. Piquet Word, Eric DeBay, all of you. Like the quality of the content lately has been excellent, guys. Anyway, as you can see, there's lots of noise here, and I'm just thankful to be here safe and alive. Que tengo un buen días.
This is pretty good.